have Skorpio, Yeti, and winners finals.
Let's go.
Probably our two most notable out-of-state players at the moment.
Yes, at the moment, Yeti being known to take games. And Skorpio placing like top 8 usually at the major events he's been to.
And most recently, second at Midwest Mayhem.
Yep, that was pretty incredible. That was number 7.
Third
correct?
at Midwest Mayhem.
For Midwest Mayhem?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. Amazing. Yes, Skorpio being kind of the notable Robin player along with Jaaahsh, being that we're trying to get them both here for the April monthly, which will be really fun. The 2 Robin players ever to do anything. And also just ever.
In America.
Who plays this character? I mean, Robin's such a hard character. Like, he's all about micromanagement. And that's something we've seen from Skorpio time and time again. He's known to count his tomes, knowing when he's going to get the books, or at least pay attention to when they're blinking. He's known to kind of use his projectiles in a way in sync with each other, and knows how they interact with each other.
And can get the follow-ups off of them. Which
Right, exactly.
maximizing your damage with Robin with the Levin sword and the auto-cancel windows is super crucial.
Yep, Robin is definitely a character about opportunity. Once he gets something going, he definitely needs to take advantage.
But unfortunately, Toon Link, or at least unfortunately for Skorpio, Toon Link has just as many projectiles and just as many tools to kind of set up his own wall. Makes it hard for Skorpio just to sit there and say, hey, you need to come to me.
Right. I would also argue that Toon Link is able to be a bit more free with his projectiles. He doesn't have to be as careful with them. He can kind of overwhelm Robin by just consistently putting up a wall, while Robin has to be a lot more calculated about his projectiles.
That was a great bomb placement for for Yeti earlier, but he was not able to capitalize on it. I think a forward air on the other side of the stage would have taken it, but Rage Robin is not to be messed with. Robin
Oh,
could
not
take
at all.
this.
Ooh, that was so smart. Noticing that Skorpio was hanging onto the ledge too long. That is something you just can't do against this level player. They will capitalize on you. Because at that point, what were his options?
Yeah. Skorpio's going for these spike edge guards, trying to catch this up quick, because he knows that Toon Link doesn't even have to be committal at this point. He can just kind of run away and attack on the extra credit.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
that's
amazing, though.
Gonna do it, and there you go. Even game.
Yep, and that's what I'm talking about, that management aspect right there. Knowing he had Arc Thunder insto and know that he could confirm a kill out of it if he got it that close. Arc Thunder is also just a great tool in general.
And up tilts at low percent. Toon Link bread and butter, getting an easy 20%.
Right. Robin's kind of susceptible to them. He doesn't have great landing options.
And what you saw there was Yeti throw that bomb up and then do what looked like a really laggy move, which covered a lot of get-up options. But if Skorpio had chosen to punish it, that bomb would have interrupted and potentially also hit Skorpio.
Ooh.
Yeti is brilliant at making things look way less safe than they actually are.
Exactly. That's a lot of the reason when we watch his sets, we feel like he gets away with things that look silly or look very basic, but in reality, it's his way of conditioning.
3 bomb catches.
Yes, for sure.
Out.
He knows how to get into his opponent's head.
That being said, relative kill power, this is a really even game.
Oh, yes.
Another arc fire could steal the stock for Yeti, or for Skorpio, and a bomb conversion will definitely steal it for Yeti.
Right. And this is the moment we know Yeti plays a very safe game. See, just like the way he's constantly crossing up Robin, he's always moving. He doesn't want to sit still too long in one spot. He doesn't want his opponent to get a stage advantage on him.
That was an unsafe bomb. Will got him punished, and will that take it? Yes, it will.
But then, when you move too much, stuff like that can happen. That was a very unsafe roll, and Skorpio was able to kind of sentry himself and capitalize on it.
And all that was started because Yeti tried to pull a bomb, not realizing how close Skorpio was, and he got us forward air, putting him in a very disadvantaged state.
Exactly.
Now we have game 2. Yeti's been going a lot of Falcon recently. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the switch.
I mean, I could see it, like, even, I don't know if it would be, per se, a better matchup, but just a good, like, play style switch. I mean, Falcon is obviously a lot more aggressive. That's kind of why he complements Toon Link pretty well, I think, for Yeti. It kind of allows him a bit more freedom in terms of speed and mobility, which can really be hard for Robin. You know, Captain Falcon's kind of a zone breaker in a sense.
This is one of the unique situations in which the counter pick against Skorpio is going to be FD. Because Skorpio normally likes FD to have room to run away and get his projectiles and whatnot. But Skorpio gets quite a bit of benefits from platforms, whereas Toon Link doesn't get as many.
Yeah, Toon Link definitely thrives on the flat stage.
And I think this is... Plus, Yeti just loves For Glory and flat
Wi-Fi
stages.
Warrior.
So.
Can't forget your roots, your background status.
That being said, Skorpio's doing a pretty good job of running away, just charging that electric dome.
Have you noticed, too, he is always positioning himself outside of the range of Boomerang and Bomb. He's kind of got down exactly where those projectiles are going to end up. So he knows when he needs to like shield or power shield and knows when he can charge up his own projectiles.
2 quick up airs plus a grab.
Ooh, good tag. I like that actually saved him from a further follow-up. Like, he would have made it back, but I think Yeti would have capitalized.
Forward smash will take it.
But there we go. That's the power of Toon Link's raw smash attacks. He has insane kill power when you put him in that situation.
Specifically forward smash. It is...
Exact. Oh, it's gross. I have died to 60 from it. Like, it's quite the move. It's quite the move.
This projectile barrage got Skorpio up to a quick 53%. Skorpio's struggling to find a solution to this. Just so many projectiles.
Like the use of Zair. Yeah, now Yeti kind of has a hold of this game, at least it seems like. He's kind of, forcing Skorpio into these positions where he has to shield or eat a lot more damage. This way Yeti can still grab and build it up until he's ready for a kill.
And you know what Toon Link has gotten in your head and gotten control of the matchup when he's getting a lot of grabs.
Exactly.
Because that grab is not, it's laggy, it's very punishable. If he's landing that over and over again, he's got you where he wants you.
Exactly. Anytime tether grab characters got a hold, they got the chases down. You know that they are in command of the stage. That's very similar to Zero Suit when she's constantly landing grabs. Because they're risky to go for these characters.
Good shielding by Skorpio.
I do like the shielding. He's been very smart about his usage, especially since he just lost the stock.
I'm actually very surprised we haven't seen Skorpio go for any Nosferatus. This is kind of one of the percents that it's advantageous because you get to heal, you put on percent. But Yeti was also just sitting in shield for a while there. I feel like it wouldn't have been that much of a stretch to throw it out.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe he's looking for some sort of confirm into it. But I would agree. I think it's something he could go for. I would want to go for at this point. It's kind of one of those comeback factor type of moves, and he kind of needs that right now. That was good. The very nicely spaced fair. Keeping himself alive on stage.
Skorpio's just going to keep running away, throwing these projectiles, hoping to get enough percent to get a checkmate. Because with almost max rage, it's coming real soon if it's not already here.
If Skorpio can keep his positioning, he's in a good spot. That was very good fade back with the up air.
Another 11 sword aerial if it's close to the side, or an up air. It's probably going to take Yeti stock. He's got to be really careful.
At the edge, yeah. Ooh, that was scary. I think Yeti's going for a
That'll do it.
Yep. I think he was going for tilts there because it was really safe, and I think it would have been enough to kill at the edge. But that was really smart, crossing him up, pivot, back throw. Definitely an option you can't forget Toon Link has. He's really good at cross-ups as a character, I think, Toon Link. He's kind of the king of them. All right, so
really
1-1. What?
Don't worry about it. 1-1. Where's the stage pick?
Gamer.
You're so wrong.
I was so right. In an alternate universe, that's where they went. Going to Smashville. This would be Skorpio's pick.
Skorpio's counter pick, and I think it makes a lot of sense for Skorpio because the taxi platform actually gives him an unreasonably long time to charge his projectiles. Like, Toon Link can't pressure it super well. Like, yes, if he lands up there and gets a grab or a forward smash, it'll kill really early. But that means he has to get up there and land next to a Robin.
Yep. Either that or Skorpio has joined the housing market of Animal Crossing Village.
And I guess Yeti actually said gentlemen's to this stage because this is where Skorpio won Game 1. So it should be banned according to the modified
Yes.
DSR.
You mean Yeti won Game 1. Yep.
No, Toon Link, Skorpio won.
Game 1?
Mm-hmm. Skorpio won on Smashville Game 1.
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeti just won on FD.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Yeti must have said, okay, we can go back to Smashville.
Yep,
because
yep.
It was automatically banned.
Yep, that's true. That's true. You're right. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yes, the rule set does say that at least within the kind of 3 games, you can't go back to a stage you had previously won on.
The most recent stage.
The most recent stage you won on.
And this is what I'm talking about. The Tacti platform's letting Skorpio relatively pressure-free charge his projectiles. Yeti's having to go out of his way to keep the pressure on over there.
Amazing. Using the momentum of that taxi cab platform, which I like to call it, sealing a stock, and that's the kind of explosive nature that Smashville can have with that platform. I know it doesn't look like much because it's just a small moving platform, but it brings you real close to the edge of the stage. And we see stocks go very early because of that.
Ooh, and the boomerang coming in clutch.
Yeah, he's like, no, not today. That's my boy. Looking out for his friend.
I wonder if Yeti techs in his sleep. Because some things, I'm not even sure if they're techable, and then he still techs it.
I really like the idea of re-grabbing with the tether so he could stay out of range of the arc fire hitboxes.
And what you're seeing there, or had just seen there, was how the meta has developed in Minnesota specifically. When the ledge is being covered by arc fire, if you get up, Skorpio gets a pretty hefty follow-up. But if you just take like 3%, maybe twice because you re-grab the ledge and let your invincibility expire, that's a total of 6%, and then he's out of that arc fire option.
Right. Ooh, beautiful catch on that landing.
And there was a very minute detail.
Ooh, the book, learn to read.
Before he learned to read, that you can actually DI Thoron down and tech it.
What?
And that's kind of what happened there. I'm not sure if you got the tech, but if you watch Toon Link as he got hit by Thoron, he actually bounced off the ground, and that's why he went up higher and did not die.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. So that was great. Would that be SDI on Yeti's part?
Mm-hmm. And if you want to know what's techable and what's not, just ask Yeti. For example, Cloud's down smash, techable. Random things that you don't know that you can tech in the middle of, Yeti just like does all the time.
That's crazy. Is that for all characters or for Toon Link specifically?
I think you have to be not too light, but should be most characters.
Oh, okay. Yeah, really interesting. I mean, that's the sort of minute details that really separate the good from the greats. Because most players would have just died there. But it helped him save. And you never know when the one time you survive something could change the whole outcome of a match.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Smash works.
And this is why I'm particularly excited about the potential of having the alternate Skorpio come in Daft, because most people probably don't know that, and if we have players that are already used to that, I'm sure there are some in Florida, but might give them a bit of a hard time.
Yeah. He might not be ready, at least as far as tournaments that he would travel to. We're probably one of the most experienced in this matchup compared to most regions.
And
ooh, goes for the hard read there. I think he was expecting a landing rollback, so he was going for a forward smash. Ooh. The bomb putting him in a weird position that actually helped him get back to the stage.
Yeah.
I don't think Skorpio was ready for that trajectory.
I know I wasn't.
Yeah, me neither. I was like, oh, okay, he went like inside. Interesting.
Ooh, running, catches the landing with an up smash.
And that's it with the up air. Good stuff by Yeti sealing that stock. And that's all you need is just a little bit of a pop-up. I mean, Robin really has to be careful of not getting juggled.
Mm-hmm. And Yeti was noticing that Skorpio was empty hopping towards him throughout the set. Didn't act on it until he thought it might kill or put him in a position to get the kill. And he read it with an up smash, put him in a perfect position to get the bomb confirm into the up air.
Exactly.
Game 3, still Smash.
Toon Link is definitely a character you gotta be very careful about using your jumps against.
So this is an interesting thing about the rule set. Regardless if this were bigger than a best of 5, regardless of who won this, Smashville would be automatically banned because they have both most recently won on Smashville.
Oh, that's
so true. In theory, they shouldn't have been able to go back to Smashville, which is I mean, gentlemen's are fun and great, but it's a really interesting feature of the modified DSR with the 7-stage list. 7 in quotations.
Right. Because technically you can ban 2 if you choose FD or the tri-platforms. Yeah, that is interesting. Hasn't it been a thing where some regions are actually banning the use of gentlemen's at all?
It's actually it's not you can't ban. It's not gentlemen's. It's gentlemen's to stages that are not on the list.
Oh, okay.
So they can come to Smashville, but they wouldn't be able to go to game.
So if they both agree to it, they can nix DSR. But when it comes to the other weird stages, mostly for copyright issues. That's
copyright
fun.
issues, and I think just to try to make the game
general, make it more legit. Save it for friendlies and money matches. I don't know.
Side events.
Fox only Final Destination. That's how we do.
Remember when we used to have a lot of Foxes in Minnesota?
Remember when we used to be the land of 10,000 Nesses? No one plays those characters anymore. It's sad. Oh, back there. Interesting. I like the RAR. That was really clean by Yeti.
And you could actually see Skorpio get visibly frustrated in the player cam. Put his head down.
He has been. Like, since kind of end of game 2, he's been a little, like, on edge because Yeti's been kind of rolling him since game 1 a little bit. I mean, it's been close, yes, but you can tell Skorpio's trying to figure out an answer, but Yeti is just so good at constantly mixing up his ideas and his gameplay and his approaches.
And using his projectile so well. Right there you saw the bomb go through arc fire. Yeti's reacting to whatever projectile Skorpio throws out and picking his best tool to deal with it. Because Boomerang would have stopped it but not hit Skorpio.
Right.
His bomb got him a punish.
And even there, Yeti having impeccable DI, not dying there, caused a little shake of the head from Skorpio.
Wow.
That's going to be
died. Oh, the first hit, and then the boomerang hit him back in for the second hit.
That was crazy.
And Yeti was
I don't
so
think I've
ready
ever
for that.
seen that. Yeah, he knew what was happening. I don't think I've ever seen that. That was crazy. So the boomerang coming back popped him up. So then the first hit
the first hit it first, then the boomerang hit him back into the second
Okay.
hit.
That's what it was. So the first hit can catch below the ledge if they're not invincible.
And that's 2 stocks
and then
that
the
Skorpio
boomerang
lost that
confirmed it. That was amazing.